Well, here we are for a in-studio edition of Creative Moments with Royal Home Improvements, and of course, Paul Napolitano, the president of Royal, has joined us. And Paul, you brought along a guest with you.
I have. We have with us Frank Gardner of Doors and More. Frank does all our installations. He's a supplier of frameless glass shower doors. And as we talked in previous shows, Murray, much like behind every good man is a good woman, and behind every contractor there's good suppliers if it's going to be a good firm, and we certainly done that. And what we've done is brought Frank in to explain his product, and no one knows it more than he does. And Frank, will let you move on and discuss all the things that you supply.
Welcome to the program, Frank.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Murray. Thanks, Paul.
So you've had a long relationship with Paul, and
Yeah, quite
Royal
a
Home
few
Improvements.
years, quite a long time, yes.
You know, something like that really makes, when you've got the cohesion of working together, and there's a trust. Clearly, Paul has a trust in your product,
Yeah, that makes a big difference for sure.
and you have a trust that Paul's going to represent your product well.
Yeah, 100%, we do.
You must be very proud of your product. Now, first of all, so what separates you from all the other shower door companies?
Well, and actually, I think that we're probably one of the only, if not the only, frameless shower door company, period. All other companies that are out there that are our competition, if you like to call it that, are glass companies. And that's the way it always has been for the last 30, 40 years. We're glass companies that would do skylights, railings, bank doors. The sneeze guard at your Tim Hortons would be the people that would also put in your glass shower, because they had the access to glass and they had the access to the hardware, which was at the same two places as all of the commercial type of stuff. So to me, the biggest point is when we started 15 years ago, we wanted our company, or I wanted my company, to do one thing special. And even though the name is Doors and More, the more we like to call it is service, and it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek thing. But we just do frameless shower doors and absolutely nothing else. We dove in and just stuck with one thing, stuck with it for 15 years, and going from one small truck and myself to now we have 4 trucks on the road, and we have many installers, and they're all just keen, and they all just know how to do one thing: frameless shower doors. And that's what we specialize in, and that's, I think, what separates us from a glass company that does shower doors. We're a frameless shower door company that just does frameless shower doors.
Okay, now what exactly is frameless glass, and how thick is it?
Frameless glass shower is a tempered glass shower that someone would put into their bathroom where they have an unusual design concept, where a kit or a box type of door wouldn't suffice, or it could be even where a kit or a box door would be, but something where somebody wants a door that is the tempered glass that is easy to clean, something that looks gorgeous, that can fulfill any design requirement that someone would want. And the thickness of the glass is 3/8 of an inch, safety tempered glass. That's and safety tempered just means that if you fall through, when your CSA code says that if you're standing in your shower and you're obviously you don't have any clothes on, but if you fall through it and the glass breaks.
Not necessarily.
Well, that's true, yeah.
But so it's really down to that much. They've got it down to the thickness specifically.
Yeah, like bank door is 1/2 of an inch. A shower door would be 3/8. So it's pretty close to the thickness of a bank door that you would walk through, or any door at Yorkdale.
Now, custom glass is fairly new product for the masses, Frank. Are there any codes to adhere to specifically?
Yeah, there are so many codes, and this is what always scares me, that there's so many glass companies out there that do 15, 20 different products. In fact, you'll see their vans drive by and they'll have a list of 15 or 20 things, and it blows my mind that anybody could know the codes. 20 codes times 20 things. If you do the math, you may have one good guy that can do shower doors. You may have one good guy that can do commercial work like bank doors, or even an East Side Mario's. All the glass in the back of that, there are codes for all of that: how high, how thick.
Right.
I just know one. I know the codes for shower doors. That's all I need to know, and that's all I want to know. I let other people thumper through the other stuff, but we just know what we know.
Now, folks, if you'd like to enjoy the quality of work that Frank does with his shower doors and more, you can receive their quality through Royal Home Improvements, of course, and the way to reach them is 416-236-4400. That's 416-236-4400. Now, Frank, tell me a little about this new fad for European showers, and what are they, and what's that all about?
Well, the European showers stem from, I guess, the European type of shower is what's called a wet room, and the actual drain in the European shower is in the middle of the bathroom. North Americans have kind of changed that, as Paul knows, but it's not really the same thing, and Europeans are still a little afraid of water anywhere. And we have now, what a European shower is something where there's no curb. You know, when you step over into your shower, you kind of have the opposite of a moat, but you have that curb that you step over. The European shower goes right from the floor, right to the ceiling. And the glass goes right from the bottom, right to the top, and you basically have no curb. There are a lot of drain systems, Paul would know about that, the Schluter systems, all those kind of systems that allow for water to go down and drain out. Most people want this look because it's absolutely frameless. It's the cleanest look. It's the easiest look to clean, it basically is a very, I guess, the most desired look right now. It's what's in fad.
Speaking of leakage, which seems to be the major issue with showers in the washroom period, I mean, Paul, you've seen some of the damage that's been done to washrooms due to
Time and
leakage.
time again, especially with poor installation of shower doors that typically come out of a box and not installed properly, and that's the difference between Frank's product
So
and
that
the
leads us
others.
to the question, does Doors and More do anything different than anyone else to combat that issue?
Well, you know, I wouldn't want to be so bold as to say we do everything different, but I know one thing that we do. We've taken it very seriously because we sell through stores like Paul at Royal Home, and we have to adhere to a very high quality. When my guys go into a bathroom, they all have to know what they're doing. They have to do the absolute best job that they can because we're not dealing with the end user, and we're dealing with the store. So we represent Paul. Paul represents his customer. What we do different is we seal all of our doors, something that I don't know if most of our competitors do or glass guys do. We seal all of our doors. We put thresholds down. And we use what are called overclose hinges, which means that your door stays nice and snug. Your wife had just mentioned, actually, when we walked in here about hotel doors and how they always leak. They always leak because there are no seals.
Yeah.
The doors don't stop against anything, and there are no overclose hinges. And that's why water gets out to address what you were talking about when we were coming in here. So.
For all these things you've been mentioning, do you charge for any of these things?
No, these things are all part of the Doors and More program. And whatever we have to do to make your shower as perfect as we can, we do.
Okay, is there any new product that you want our listeners to know about that is special or different, just something unique?
Definitely. Our most popular product, and probably half of the volume of our sales now, just in the last couple of years, has been a door called the Roller Door. I developed a door called the Roller Door 2.5 years ago, following on the heels of kit doors. That there were many rolling kit doors out there, so I don't want to misrepresent myself. We decided to make the first rolling door that is custom made. So in other words, there are lots of kit doors out there, lots of rolling ones. Paul knows what I'm talking about. You can probably find 10 different ones out there if you look around. However, each one of them, even though they say in big bold letters, custom rolling door, there's nothing custom about it because each one has a track inside of it. Each one of them has a jamb that goes down the wall. They're probably anywhere between 1 inch to 2 inches thick to make up for the variances and the problems, the out of plumbness of your wall or tiles that jut out or in. Our measuring fellow, his name is Josh, he's been with me for 12 years. He measures all of the jobs and makes sure that pieces fit like a glove right in. And if they don't fit, we put another piece in. We won't leave something that's not right.
Frank, for folks such as me who aren't well versed, what is actually a roller door?
Well, a roller door is a piece of glass that instead of the shower door, again, going back to like the hotel that your wife was talking about, where the doors open in and out of the washroom, these are doors that roll on a rolling bar that have a track guide at the top, and it rolls shut and rolls open. We have a double door version, we have a corner door version, we have just about any type of application. So we come in and again measure this to suit. We have 2 wheels that roll on a bar, or a double door one that has 4 wheels, and it's actually like a piece of art. If you take a look at our website, you'll see some doors. They're absolutely gorgeous.
What is that website then?
The website is doorsandmore.ca. We have on our website over 200 pictures of our products over the years. We keep cameras in our trucks. We have 40 high-def videos of roller doors and other products. And we have episodes of Love It or List It, which I know is very popular right now, Marriage Under Construction, Design Inc., and finally Ultimate Rooms, are 4 different TV shows that we've been on the last couple of years.
Frank, I gotta tell you, from chatting with you, you seem to really have a passion about what you do, which
Nice.
is, I think, very important to any product. And we just have a minute or so left, so let me just ask you why should our listeners buy a Doors and More custom shower door from you?
Well, I think lastly, I don't know if you guys remember, I don't know if this station ran a commercial years ago, it's probably 5 or 6 years ago. There's a lady, she walks into a supermarket, she wants to buy some medicine for her child is very sick. and there's some stock boy trying to give her advice on what medicine to give for her kid.
Mhm.
I liken that to the glass companies out there that do 10 different things, and there might be someone that works there that does great shower doors. We just do shower doors. You see the split screen of that commercial where the customer goes into a Shoppers Drug Mart or a Rite Aid,
Yeah.
and they get the help from a pharmacist who knows what they're talking about, who knows what the medicines and how they can they interact with each other. That's the same as my installers. We've got a couple of great brothers that work with us, Bill and Matt. They do an amazing job, and I guess what I'm trying to say is this is all that we do, and I think that's what separates
I
us from the
think
other
what
glass
you're trying
guys.
to say is though, is that even though you own the company, if you were recommending to a friend a shower door, you recommend your shower door.
Oh, certainly, yeah. Actually, for all of the
You
stores.
take a lot of pride in
Yeah,
that.
for all the stores that we work for, like if Paul was gonna call me, even if it was a matter of price, he would still use our company over any other glass company that he'd have a choice, I'm sure, given the choice.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Frank.
Thank you.
And Paul,
Thank
thank
you.
you. for,
Thank you, this has been great.
Coming
Thank
by
you.
and having a nice comfy seat for most of our chat. Now, folks, if you'd like to enjoy the work that Frank does, first of all, you can do that via his website, which Frank just explained to us is doorsandmore.ca, and that's with an E, doorsandmore, all one word, .ca.